What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Fresh Prince Sports, and today we're going to be doing the top 5 NFC West players going into the 2020 season. If you're new here, please hit the like, subscribe button, would be greatly appreciated. But before we get started, I want to tell you guys the honorable mentions because, this is a whole division full of, 4 teams, so it's a lot of players and it's a lot of stars. So let me give you guys the honorable mentions. Number 1, we have Jamal Adams. We have Nick Bosa also, Jalen Ramsey, and Bobby Wagner. Really, really good names, so this list is going to be really good. So, yeah, let's get started. At number 5, you might be surprised, Chandler Jones. He's an incredible player, and he is obviously the most overrated player in the league today. In the last 3 years, he's had 49 total sacks, 52 tackles for loss, and 2 all-pro teams, basically. Jones has had 96 sacks in 8 seasons, only 2 fewer than Von Miller in his first 8 seasons. But Miller has had 8 Pro Bowls, and Chandler compared to Chandler Jones, who only has 3 Pro Bowls. So yeah, he's quite underrated. Von Miller gets 8, he gets 3. That's obviously overrated, and he gets his sacks. Like, Chandler Jones leads the league in sacks many years. He does what he can do. So yeah, he's really underrated, and that's why he's at number 5. Next, at number 4, we have DeAndre Hopkins. This division hasn't had a star receiver in a while. If you think about it, the Seahawks, the 49ers, Cardinals, and I always forget the last team, but let me see, and Rams. Cooper Kupp, Brandon Cooks are good receivers, but they're not star receivers, not top 5s. So this division hasn't had a star receiver in a while. DeAndre Hopkins has a career average of 1,228 receiving yards a year. So it's scary to think that he's gonna get that every season. Like, that's his minimum. That's his average. He's gonna get that every year. So between him and Julio Jones, in my opinion, I think he's the better receiver. But it is what it is. Hopkins is gonna be a good addition to the Cardinals and to this NFC West. At number 3, we have George Kittle. He's the highest paid tight end in NFL history, even with Rob Gronkowski, Travis Kelsey, and yeah, he's just the highest paid tight end in the league, which I think is really much deserved. He's the best blocking tight end in the league, no doubt. He's the best blocking tight end in the league, and he does hold the record for the most yards in a season by a tight end. So if he can do, the catching, getting the yards, when that's not even his top thing and it's really just blocking, he's obviously a big, thing to this division, basically. At number 2, we have Russell Wilson. He could make any team playoff contender. He's just that skilled of a quarterback. Some people, forget that, behind Lamar Jackson last season, he was the, MVP candidate. He was the second best MVP. Him and Christian McCaffrey, I would say, are tied. But, he was the one that people are forgetting now that he didn't actually win the award. So, yeah, Russell Wilson's a really good quarterback. He had a breakout season last year, and I think he's going to transition that breakout year into this year. If he would have won MVP, maybe he wouldn't have. But now he has some more determination to, use that into winning MVP this year. Not saying he will, but I'm saying he does have a chance. Last, at number 1, we got the best player in the NFL right now. Only this list, he's the only person on this list who's 100% has a 100% chance of making the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame, bro. When he retires, he will be in the Hall of Fame. Also, he's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year as an interior D lineman, which is not as easy as you think. We all know about the 20.5 sacks in 2018. He's also had 72 sacks in the past 6 seasons. Aaron Donald is the best player in the league, in my opinion, and for many people's opinion, that should be. I think he just is. And that just makes besides the point, if he's the best player in the league, Patrick Mahomes obviously is up there, but we're talking about the NFC West in the video, and he is the best in the NFC West, and he's going to come out next season with a new plan after being, kind of stopped last year because they started getting more double teams on him and triple teams on him, but yeah. He's definitely going to be up. So that's basically our video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe button. Make sure you comment down below and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.